Assalamualaikum everyone, this is me Eliza, a very student from School Online Academy. Today I'm going to share my review of an inspiring TEDx Talk, How to Build a New Tomorrow for Yourself by Sidra Iqbal. The title for this talk is immediately caught my attention because it asks you to think about something very important. We can create a better tomorrow for ourselves. We often think about the future, some things that will simply happen to us. For example, we wait for the right opportunity, the right circumstances, or the right moment as well. But this talk encourages us to look at the future differently. Better tomorrow is not something we simply wait for. It's something we can begin building today. The central message I take from this talk is that our future is influenced by the choices we make today. We cannot control everything that happens in life. There will always be unexpected situations, difficulties, circumstances that are outside our control. But we can control how we respond to those situations. We can choose to learn, to adapt, to keep moving forward, and most importantly, we can choose not to let difficult circumstances completely define our future, our journey. This is what makes the message of the talk is relatable. One of the strongest ideas connected to this talk is the importance of taking responsibility of our own journey. Sometimes it's easy to blame circumstances when things do not go accordingly to our plans. We may say that we did not have enough opportunities, support, or enough resources or enough confidence. Sometimes these challenges are very real, but the important question is what can I do with the situation I have today? We'll not be able to change yesterday, we'll not be able to change the past times, but we cannot go back and make different choices. But we can learn from yesterday, our past mistakes, and use that knowledge to make better choices today. And that is really where the possibility of a new tomorrow begins. Another lesson I took from the talk is creating a better future does not always require one huge decision. Sometimes change begins with small actions. For example, learning new skill, improving one annoying or bad habit, I guess, reading something very useful, asking questions, actually being curiosity. You have to be audit. You do not like. It's very important. You have to be audit. Okay, try something we have never tried before. Actually, um coming out from your comfort zone is really important. Speaking to someone who can guide us, or simply deciding that we will not give up on ourselves. The actions may seem small when we look at them individually, but small actions repeated constantly can eventually create meaningful change. That is why we should not underestimate the importance that what we do today. And life does not always follow the plan we create. Sometimes we fail, sometimes opportunities disappear, sometimes our efforts do not produce the result we expected. These moments can be disappointing, but they can also actually teach us something valuable. For example, failure can help us understand what needs to change, what needs to improve. Challenges can help us discover strength we didn't know we had, and difficult experiences can sometimes make us more thoughtful and prepared for the future. This does not mean that we should pretend difficulties are easy. Instead, it means that we can ask ourselves, what can I learn from the experience? What can I learn from that mistake? That question can turn a difficult moment into opportunity for growth. I think this message is especially meaningful for young people. At a young age, we may feel pressured to have everything figured out, to have that life at the really early 20s. But we may worry about education, careers, relationships, success, or what future will look like actually. But we do not need to have every answer today. Our future is something we continue to build as we learn and grow. Instead of worrying constantly about where we will be years from now, we can focus on what we can improve today. New skill, better habit, useful lessons, positive decision, and in conclusion, how to build a new tomorrow for yourself is a reminder that the future does not have to be something we simply wait for. We can start building it today. We can learn from yesterday. We can make better choices, and we can create new possibilities for tomorrow. We may not know exactly what the future holds, but we can decide what kind of person we want to become along the way. So instead of asking only what will happen tomorrow, perhaps we should also ask what can I do today to make tomorrow better. Thank you, everyone.